What's up, guys? We're here at New York Toy Fair 2019 and we're in the X-Shop booth. And we came here because we had to talk about some of the coolest stuff. So if we pan over real quick, we've already covered all of X-Shop's offerings that do the dart blasting. But taking a page out of the industry's book, we're finally doing something that's fully cross-compatible. As you are well aware, darts, unlike me, are just a little bit short. So these, on the other hand, are completely cross-compatible with all competitors. You could even call them rivals. But I'm excited by these. They've got an interesting loading mechanism with internal magazines. This flap is built in, so your jam door and mechanism here. So this has obviously got a real Chronos-esque sort of thing going on. But this is the Meteor RDB1000. You can kind of take a look at the packaging here, which makes me think that it'll be available in blue and red for team-based battling. But at the show, we only have this prototype. It is prototypey, to be completely honest with you. But it comes in Team Blue, which, as we all know, is Team Boo. That said, we'll get red ones eventually, he said, hopefully. But I want to talk about the Meteor. So I've already mentioned the jam door. It should be getting rival performance. This prototype has been all the way through Hong Kong and Nuremberg, so it's a little sleepy at this point. We might not be getting full-on performance, so we're not going to chronograph it. That seems silly. But I do want to show you the functionality of it because this is really cool. So I just pulled this lever all the way down. The internal magazine is actually part of the handguard on this, and what a handguard it is, with an ultra comfy grip fitting my fully sized hands very, very comfortably now. Going to ship with 12 rounds, which is the old double your darts, because it only holds 6. So that's an entire tube here, and the follower, if you see pushing this button, gets this tucked up in so that it's ready to push rounds into the mechanism. I think that's pretty cool, but when the follower is all the way down, it locks into place, and you can see it's hollow. And that's pretty relevant because it means that these rounds are teasing in like this, and we'll get full 6-round capacity. Now, when fully primed, if you pull it back down and you put it back up, it's like a 6+1 for those of you that are American-icky in your nomenclature for blaster tech. But do want to take a look at these. I don't think that we've had any hex ammo. Now, we've got a pretty mean seam in there as well, but the hexagonal dimpling is like very futuristic, very sci-fi, very cool. Obviously, like, you've got other companies doing triangles and other companies doing like golf ball style dimpling. I think that ultimately the performance is marginal, but we'll be sure to test these at some point up against their competition, see how they all stack up. That said, like, this is a really, really innovative, very cool pistol design. So now it's fully loaded with 6 rounds. Push the button, release the follower, and I think we've done so. Now again, finicky prototype, and they're staring at me right now, so I'm going to be very kind to it, but if you're not at least forceful enough to get it to catch, then we're just going to create problems. So hopefully there's no lock here and we can see the mechanism. There we are. So the top slide came all the way back, locked in, stiff catch, good spring, tight barrel up here. Nothing going on in here. Be a great place for a laser maybe later on, but this should be ultra slick. So we're going to push forward. You can see that breech captures that round, slap it back into place, and again, we're having some issues with the prototypes, but obviously once that's hitting as hard as it claims, we've got max impact spherical rounds, 100 FPS, 30 meters per second. That would be industry standard for anything shooting this type of ammo, which is really, really cool. Ultimately, this one is, you're gonna correct me, I'm gonna say $13. I think it's 13. I think it's coming in at $12.99. And that's really where Zuru's always been, like a real price to value sort of a comparison in this space. Holds 6 rounds, so it's doing some things that others aren't, but just a very, very neat pistol. My favorite feature has got to be the constantly loading through the handle. But $14.99. All right, so it bumped up to the full 15 bones on us, but I'd rather be corrected than wrong. So that is our first look at the Meteor. Obviously, when these are going through full production, we're going to get our hands on them. We're going to certainly dual wield them, but I think that it's a really, really slick pistol entry into this category. Thanks so much for watching. I have one more replay to show you next.